Not only were houses damaged in the flooding, but local businesses are seriously hurting as well. Erin Calandra talked to a lot of business owners today. Erin, what's their plan to get back to business?
Well, Marty, the plan is to clean up. Let me tell you about some of the mess here. It's incredible. Businesses have their windows boarded up because the pressure of that water just blew them right out. There are still businesses pumping feet of water out of their properties. And behind me, you can see volunteer fire crews are trying to clean up the mud. Now, let me tell you about this mud. The riverbanks just completely spilled over into this community. There is mud all over the roadways, the parking lots, the sidewalks. And it's drying out and the wind is kicking up. So we're experiencing some serious dust storms here, but that's just the least of the problems here for some of these business owners. I spoke with a few today who say they have thousands to millions of dollars in damage. This sound can be heard all around Ridgway as people are desperately trying to clean up from the worst flooding they've seen here in decades.
Taking everybody's stuff, you know what I mean? Whatever was in its way, that's what it took.
This Rite Aid, one of the few pharmacies in town, is completely destroyed. Crews working around the clock to get it repaired and ready for business, but we're told many of the prescriptions here have been damaged. People are being asked to use the Rite Aid pharmacy in St. Mary's. This sheet's also completely underwater. We're told the gas tanks underground are fine. And down the street on the west side of town, a building that houses 13 different businesses may have taken the brunt of this storm. You can see the water line on this wall about 6 feet deep. The force and pressure of the raging waters blew out windows and lifted pavement right off the ground. Keith McLaughlin works in this building. He says the water moved in quickly. He and his co-workers had to climb on the roof and be rescued by boat.
Well, the water was just coming up into the building, and there was like 3-4 foot of water in the building. Plus, there was a couple transformers blowing, so we just had to seek higher ground.
And this popular downtown bar is still about 3 feet underwater.
It's lowered, and then the bar is lifted up, and all the bottles are floating everywhere. And there's music equipment floating. Yeah.
Now, not only were businesses damaged, but there must be dozens of cars that were also damaged or destroyed by these floodwaters. It's pretty serious here in Ridgway. So people are really coming together. Everywhere you go, every street you turn down, you see people cleaning up. And that's one thing everyone keeps telling me, is that this community is really pulling together to try to get everything back to normal. And we'll have more information on that coming up at 6 o'clock. For now, live in Ridgway, Erin Calandra, 6 News.